What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Banter with Brandan. Today's a big one. I've got two of Taylor's Lake's finest with me. One's a former VFL talent and versatile ruckman. The other, a standout winger and Team of the Year honoree. Please welcome Lockie Rayner and Jack Burns. How are we feeling, boys?
Thanks for having me, bro. Very excited. Been looking forward to it all day, actually.
Good,
I can't wait to get stuck here.
So,
better Brandan from St Albans.
all right, boys, let's kick things off with a fun one. So if Taylor's Lake's Football Club were to make a movie, who's the main character and who would be the villain?
The villain's got to be Steve.
I was actually going to say main character's probably Steve and the villain's probably Bowie.
Oh, yes. 100%. Yeah, 100%. I'd back that in. Yeah,
So-
for sure.
Or it could be the other way around.
vice
If you
versa.
speak to either of them,
Yeah.
it'll probably be the other way around.
So what are these boys in your club? They're players, I'm assuming, or?
Bowie's he's a winger as well at the moment. He's playing wing as well at the
I was
moment.
playing wing, half
Yeah.
a bit everywhere.
Yeah. And Steve's the coach. So,
Okay, yeah.
there's a big going on between them.
Steve.
It's all love.
Alrighty, boys. Let's dive into your footy journey. So, Lockie, you've had stints with East Keilor, Essendon VFL and Brisbane VFL. What were some highlights from those experiences?
I think East Keilor was good to go and play Premier League footy, which then allowed me to get into the VFL system, which obviously I love so much. And that also, I spent a year and a bit at Essendon, I think, and then after that went to Brizzy, which allowed me to play with my brother or train alongside him as well. So, it's been an awesome ride, and obviously now love my time down at Taylor's Lake, so it's been very fun.
Yeah, and obviously your brother being picked up in the 2017 draft as number one.
Yeah.
How has that impacted you and your family?
Yeah, it's awesome. I still remember the day in Sydney. It was it's a day that we'll never forget as a family. It's actually his 150th this weekend. So we're flying up on Sunday morning to watch him play. So it's been a wild journey, but yeah, absolutely loved it.
And hopefully we can have him on the podcast one day.
Yeah, one day maybe. I'll be able to sort it out for you for sure. Yeah, for sure.
And Jack, obviously you returned to Taylor's Lakes in 2023 and made an immediate impact, obviously being in the Team of the Year last year and winning the flag. How's that been for you?
Yeah, it's been massive, mate. So I played on my juniors, not all my juniors. I played up until under 14s, and then I went to Hillside to actually play under Lockie's old man, Johnny. So was at Hillside for about 6 years, where Dad also coached as well.
Yep.
That's where the bond started.
That's where the bond started. Yep. And then Dad made his return and asked me to come back when I was at East Keilor, and I, without a doubt, said 100%, mate, I'll be back. So it's been good being back at the club. It is home, and it was massive to win a flag with my old man and one of my best mates.
Yeah.
And all the boys around me, my brother-in-law as well, Danny DeVito. So it's been massive, mate.
And what's it like being coached by your dad?
It's a funny one.
Especially in senior footy,
Senior footy, well, I'll tell you, so when I was at Hillside, I was probably 18 years old when I played my first senior game, and he picked me. And I played pretty well the first 5 or 6 games. Then I ended up getting dropped. Selection panel was 7, and the only bloke to drop me was Dad. So six picked me, and then Dad dropped me. So it's a funny one, but it's better now. I think it's a lot better now, but I actually used to dislike it a lot when I was at Hillside. But at Taylor's Lakes, it's been good.
And what's it like for you getting coached by one of your best mates' dads?
It's awesome. And it's me and Steve have a really good relationship as well. So yeah, I love it. It's an honour being coached by Steve.
They're probably better mates than me and Lyle.
Yeah, possibly.
All right, let's switch gears now. Time for some locker room banter. So who would you boys say is the funniest at the club?
Definitely Gio.
Yeah, Gio, yes. Yeah, Gio. It's got to be Gio. Gio might be the answer for a lot of these questions, though. That's the issue. But yeah.
You have to elaborate because I'm not from here, so...
Yeah, Josh Gio, he's...
What do you say without...
I don't know.
Are we unhinged here? Like, what
Yeah, well, we can be.
Yeah, he's a different cat, bro. I'll put it that way. He plays in our twos. He's the one that everybody loves. But yeah, you never know what he's going to say, and half the time you can't even understand it. But he does come up with some ripper one-liners. It's good value.
Or probably Mason McKay as well.
Yes.
He's not playing at the moment, but
just one of the locals.
He's a funny man.
Yeah.
You'll hear him. You probably would have heard him a couple of weeks ago. Actually, he's talking shit.
Shouting.
So you obviously mentioned your twos just then. Just quickly on that. So obviously your coach for the twos, Jason McCormack.
Yep.
He used to play at St Albans, and I remember when we come down here 2 weeks ago, one of your players said, "I haven't shaked so many of the opposition's hands." So
yeah, that was actually a crazy. I don't think I've played a game of footy where I've known so many players in the opposition team. I was walking around shaking everyone's hand. I'm like, hang on, I've got to stop this. Like, I'm trying to play. It's funny as well. Brandan, who's been a mate of ours for a long time, actually came into our rooms to get a footy pump off us. And I'm like, mate,
what are you doing?
I'm like, what are you doing? But yeah, here, have it. Yeah, they walk in. I'm like, what's going on here? Yeah.
Pre-game, I think it was 3/4 time of the twos.
Yeah.
You just see Jack's got the ball on the wing, and Clara's just calling for it. Like, mate, you're not on the same team anymore.
Yeah, it was.
And I'm just looking at Clara like, far out.
Yeah, it was wild. It was even being out there, like, you've run, like, I played with these boys for years. So
At Hillside.
Yeah. So it was a very strange, one of the more strange feelings I reckon I've had in a footy field. Yeah,
we got into the game and one of your boys had him on the ground.
Yeah.
I picked him up, pulled him off.
Yeah.
And me and Ma were like, and then we just started laughing at each other, and I'm like,
no, I've got to stop this. Yeah.
Love your mum, mate. Stay woke, mate.
And who's the best pre-game hype man?
Right, man, probably you, I reckon.
Yeah, I get a bit rowdy.
You get rowdy.
I get real rowdy before the games.
We saw that when Brisbane won the flag last year.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think we know.
That's definitely after a few fucking beers as well, though. So anything can happen then. But I don't know. I think a lot of us, we're pretty vocal, I think, before the game. But yeah, I do tend to get a little bit rowdy at some stages.
Probably the greatest speech giver of all time pre-game would be Tommy Cosmo.
Yes.
He's currently coaching the thirds. He was our premiership captain last year.
Yeah.
So he's not playing this year?
He's not playing this year. Has injuries
as well. So.
But one of the best
speech givers you'll ever play.
Yeah, unbelievable.
Goated.
Yeah, king.
Worst dressed and you can't hesitate.
See, I reckon I could put Gia down again. I could put him.
No, Gia dresses well.
Yeah, he does.
Gia dresses well.
Yeah,
not at training.
Not at training. Yeah, he's not
he can actually dress.
Looking around.
We'll take a photo of him tonight and we'll put it up.
Yeah.
Like a little picture.
Yeah, done. Worst dress though.
I don't want to throw Anthony Davoli for sure.
Oh yeah. Yeah, cop that. Yeah, you'll give it to him for sure. Yeah.
Well, at least
straight under the bus. Yeah.
It's not 2015, mate.
What's the biggest spray you boys have ever copped in your career?
Oh, you copped a good one.
I've copped a good one. This wasn't actually.
Who was it from? But
from Steve.
Oh no.
This was not during a game. It was after a game. I won't repeat what was.
Can we bleep words out?
Oh yeah. Well, we can. We can.
He called me a weak C.
Yeah.
And I'd never been more devastated in my life. I think I remember calling my dad and said, "Daddy's just called me a weak cat."
When was this?
This was.
It would have been 20. This would have been
the Hillside. When I first started playing seniors, maybe.
On the flag in 18.
In 18, 26. Yeah, it was. Yeah, 2016, and that was my first ever spray. I remember him pulling me aside after a game, and we'd had I think it was a club function or something at Hillside. Yeah, and he really let me know how he's feeling. So it's probably changed my footy career from that day, to be fair.
Looking ahead to the current season, obviously me and Lockie spoke before the potty. It's looking like a pretty tight competition. Yep. Talking about the top 6, 7 teams even, all pushing for that top 5 spot. So what are your personal and team goals for this year?
Yeah, well, we want to play finals. That was our goal from as soon as we won the grand final last year. That was pretty much our end game, is that we wanted to play finals footy. Yep. And now we did know how close this competition would be, but after playing a few games now, we realise that anyone can beat anyone.
100%.
But it still hasn't really changed our mindsets of wanting to play finals, and that's pretty much where we're sticking with. And I'm sure Jack can attest to that as well.
I think as a leadership group, we're pretty much saying sky's the limit.
Yeah,
we can do anything. I think a couple of weeks ago against you blokes, we proved that we're a good outfit as well. A couple of things had gone our way, result could have been different. You know what I mean? That's probably the same across the board in a lot of the games as well. And a lot of clubs playing against each other. It's like this side's dominating this side, but then this side's beating this side.
Yeah. Well, we saw that on the weekend with Hillside and Tulla.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Craigieburn losing to Oak Park last week. We got them
and
this
then,
week. We beat them on the weekend.
Yeah.
So you have Oak Park this week?
This weekend, at home. So that'll be so it'll be a very interesting hit out, I would have thought. Yeah. Every week it's a hard match. You just don't know what's going to happen. So, but it keeps you on your toes, which I love. Yeah, it's exciting. Yeah.
But yeah, sky's the limit, mate. Anyone can win it, but we've got high hopes.
Yep.
Perfect. That's great to hear, boys. And we'll wrap it up with a quick fire round. So, who would you boys say your toughest opponent you've played on?
I'd almost say Marby Chol, actually, I think. He pants me one day for Gold Coast.
The
At Gold
Cholman
Coast,
medal.
yeah, I think he might have. I'd played a few games in a row where no one kicked the goal on me. I think he came out and kicked for me or something. So it wasn't my greatest day, but yeah, he's definitely a big challenge.
And who were you playing for?
Brisbane.
Brisbane, okay,
Yep.
yeah.
Mate, I think-
You can't say anyone in the AFL, unfortunately.
I don't know. I'll say the bloke I played on against Avondale a couple of weeks ago. He tailed me up.
No, he was good.
And
Yeah.
he did a really good job on me.
Yeah.
He was Jake Kuchar, number 32.
And
Real good.
what's your best footy moment so far?
I think winning last year's flag.
Winning
I think.
flag.
Yeah.
Was that your first flag for both of you, or have you?
That was my third.
third.
First senior flag.
Yeah.
And I played another flag as well with Lockie as well.
Yeah, 18s, yeah. But that was we've actually got a photo of me, Jack and Steve, his old man, all looking at each other like after the game, like, how has this actually happened? That's probably, yeah.
So were you going in as underdogs? Or?
No, we only lost a game for the year. Well,
okay.
lost one and drew one, I think.
Yeah.
So we were favourites.
Draws off.
Yeah, they're horrendous.
We beat.
We thought we had a draw on the weekend. Oh
Yeah,
my god!
I know,
in,
that's
in the twos.
Yeah.
It was 72-72.
Yeah.
Siren goes on the scoreboard. Obviously, it's like it's a
Scorecard
draw.
was different.
Scorecard was
No
different.
way.
And we won by a point.
He just won. Oh, that's huge, bro. That beat another team to spewing.
Probably the best footy. Actually, it's only quick fire, isn't it?
Oh no, it doesn't matter. Go for it, bro.
Probably the best footy moment ever was when I was sitting in my lounge room and I get a call from this bloke pre-season last year after Christmas, mind you, and he says, "Mate, yes, I think I'm going to come down and play at Tars Lakes." And it was always a joke between us. Like, it probably was never going to happen. And then he said, he goes, "I think I'm going to come." And I go, and he goes, "Don't tell your old man." As soon as I got off the phone, I called Dad straight away. I go, "Dad, don't like go and get too excited, but this is a possibility." And he
I got a phone call straight away. What's going on here, Cameron? You going? I said, I'm actually driving back from Brisbane, mate. So I drove back straight from Brisbane. First stop was their house, signed a contract, and I guess the rest is history, I guess. Yeah.
An AFL player you'd love to play alongside. We'll go to Jack first.
I've already played alongside him, but we'll say Cam Rayner.
I spoke. He wasn't here.
He wasn't.
He's running late. I said you can't say Cam.
I'll probably Nick Dacos. I reckon.
I love to play alongside Bond.
Yeah, Bond.
Love Bond.
Who do you go for in the AFL?
I'm Essendon. Well, originally Essendon, but I'm now Brisbane.
So he's Essendon.
Brisbane, yeah.
And who do you go
I'm
for?
also Essendon.
Essendon, okay.
Yeah.
Maybe we won't post this.
Cheeky.
And
Just remember where you are, yeah? You're away right now, brother.
and your go-to post-win feed.
6 beers, probably. Yeah. And a pizza. Maybe a pizza and 6 beers.
Yeah.
Yeah, pizza.
Yeah.
The beers are definitely the go-to to start with. But,
Yeah.
but probably just the chicken schnitzel roll they give you.
Yeah.
And a couple of dimmies.
Yeah, rooster
Oh,
roll.
the roast beef rolls.
Yes, they're good.
Oh my
yeah, they are
God.
good. Yeah, elite.
And you don't even have to pay for them. They just walk.
They just walk around. Thanks. See you later.
I'll take 4. Thank you later. But
Let's feed us Northern.
see, our canteen isn't the best, but I'd
Why not have to post this?
probably
Some hot chips, maybe.
No, because we got the bistro inside.
Yeah,
so
true. Yeah. Oh, you do too.
I'd say probably we got a fair few things. We got like probably chicken parmas.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with the
Yeah,
Parma.
I mean, after obviously training there Tuesday, Thursday with the senior boys, and then obviously staying back for selection on a Thursday, kind of gets too repetitive. 'Cause you're eating the same thing every week.
Yeah.
But yeah, probably the chicken burger as well.
Yeah.
There's a couple nice things, but
Yeah, lovely.
you'll have to taste it.
Oh,
when
we
you
get
come
down. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, mate.
So legends boys, appreciate you both jumping on the pod. Taylor's Lakes is obviously building something strong here, and it's because of blokes like you two. So well done. Thank yous. And if you're listening, make sure to follow the podcast, drop a share, and get around local.
Yeah, jump on.
Right, mate.
The man. He's the man.
Thanks for jumping on,
Thanks
boys.
for brother. Much love. Appreciate it. Thank you.